Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us once again for Tabor Blue Jay basketball. We're live from Hillsboro, Kansas on the campus of Tabor College. My name is Nate Duell. I'm glad to be with you tonight. Ooh, got a little basketball right in our faces. And looking forward to another great night of KCAC men's basketball action as the Blue Jays are hosting the Ottawa Braves. This is a matchup from 1 week ago, which saw Tabor on the losing end in Ottawa. We're back at home here today. You see the matchup. Mike Ratzliff in his 14th season, Aaron Siebenthal in his 15th, two of the more veteran coaches in the KCAC right now. Ottawa with a half-game lead over the Blue Jays in the standings for the conference. Here's our key matchup for tonight. Mason McDowell, the 6'7" forward from Paola, Kansas. And Leon Marsacek, the 6'7" forward from Serbia. You see some numbers there. Leon averaging a little over 13 points a game, coming off the bench recently. Mason McDowell gets the start for the Braves, averaging 6.5 and 6 rebounds per game. Team leaders. Nisham Carter, still the leader with 16.7 points a game. Andre Nelson, about 9 rebounds a game. Carter with assists at a little over almost 3.5 a game and 89.9, let's call it 90% free throw shooting. And Leon Marsacek with the 50% field goal shooting, and that includes a lot of three-point balls. Let's check out the KCAC standings. We can give you a couple of updates that will be significant. You see Bethel still remains at the top, but a little shakeup as Oklahoma Wesleyan pulled off the victory against McPherson today, 86-74. I believe that was at McPherson. Here's a game that will have some significance for both teams tonight. Southwestern lost to Bethany, so they dropped to 8-6. So Ottawa with the win can pull into a tie with Southwestern. The Blue Jays with the win can get within a game. Half game of Southwestern. So there's some spots on the line here. We check out the bottom three. Sterling and York today. Sterling got the win over York 105-81. So defense optional, I believe, in that Sterling-York game. Speaking of offense, this is a Ottawa Braves team that scores 91.5 points a game. 91 in the conference, so a very significant offensive opponent for the Blue Jays, who average just 75.8 points per game and play some good defense. And we are getting ready for the starting lineups here. Let's go ahead and take a look at those starting lineups. Here's the Ottawa starting lineup. Perry Carroll, a senior guard from Ottawa, Kansas, a hometown boy, transferred back from Fort Hays State. Ian Moore, the 6'2" guard from Lamar, Missouri. Andre Jackson, he's a swing player, 6'3" senior from Turner, Kansas, there, Kansas City. Jackson Mallory, he gets a spot start for an injured Jaquan Daniels. The leading scorer for the Braves is out tonight with injury. Jackson Mallory is 6'2" senior from Lawrence, Kansas. And Mason McDowell, who we featured earlier on in our broadcast, the 6'7" senior from Paola, Kansas. For the Blue Jays, a little bit different starting lineup today. Noah Brown, he's been starting. He's the 6'7" senior from Hollywood, Florida. Then you got Montel Stewart. He's had a couple starts here and there as a 6'2" senior guard from Palm Bay, Florida. Cade Hemmert back in the starting lineup. He'll be sporting a mask. He's a 6'4" sophomore from Oakley, Kansas. Andre Nelson, we talked about, the 6'2" senior from Jacksonville, Florida. And Mark Emanuel, the big man, 6'8" senior from the Bahamas. We'll step aside for Ryan Lee as you take a look at our officials. Ryan Lee offers the prayer, and we'll have the national anthem. Hey, it's exciting to have the Pep Band back in action tonight as our interterm, our January term, has ended here on the campus, and we've been set for spring semester to start next week. We see a few more students back. It's good to see the cheer squad back again for their first game, I believe, on Thursday. Pat Band is back. Chris Teichler does a great job with those guys, make a lot of noise. Yeah, here are the officials again. Let's go over this. Joshua Shapus, Mark Wagers, Logan Tucker, three officials. Seth Ladorski's on the time clock. Alex Emerson on the shot clock. Caleb Rempel on the scoreboard. And Dale Shuey on the scorebook. Our production team today, we got the 3 M's, the big M's squad in the studio. Mike McNeil on replay. Mike Jameson is our editor. Mallory Edgar on graphics. Our hero cam is Oscar Salvador. And Maddie Edgar's on our wide angle camera. I'm Nate Gould on the commentary, and Riley Ballou Lingstead is our production manager today. As we hear the starting lineups for both teams. You mentioned without Jaquan Daniels, the leading scorer, as we mentioned, out with injury for Ottawa tonight. That's a big blow. We will see a little bit different lineup for the Blue Jays. No Bobby Shanks, no Nashon Carter, not getting the start tonight. A little bit of in-house discipline going on there with the team. We don't worry too much about that. We trust that Coach Ratzlaff taking care of business and keeping his team running smoothly, but they'll be out for a little bit. So Perry Carroll's the next leading scorer for Ottawa at 16.1 points a game. Ian Moore and Andre Jackson both around 12 points a game. And Joe Johnson, who will come off the bench, averages 11 points a game. But as we mentioned, 91.5 points a game this team averages in 16 games this year. They can fill it up and do it in a hurry. In fact, we can tell you as we hear the Tabor starting lineup being announced by Ricky Roberts, our PA announcer. Tabor wearing those all gold uniforms here on Senior Day. The game on Saturday, last Saturday, which Tabor dropped. I'm going to check the score and make sure I get that right for you. It was a slow start for the Blue Jays that really doomed them, and another bad stretch in the middle. Otherwise, they played a lot of minutes of even basketball with the Braves. Just could not get over those two stretches where they were just, frankly, pretty bad. Final score of that game was, correction, that was January 20th, so 10 days ago. 93-79 was the final score in that game. So you can look for probably a lot of points to be scored tonight. If that's not the case, then something is going on. One other KCAC game on the schedule tonight. Friends and Avila should be tipping off right about the same time we are. That one is in Wichita with Friends hosting. And we're about to get underway. McDowell and Brown at the tip. And that's won by the Blue Jays. Brown recovers the deflection off his own tip. That's unique. Nelson hands to Stewart. Andre Nelson crosses over, gets himself in the corner. Brown top of the key. Well, Brown had a nice game, as did Mark Emanuel with the little baby hook. That's a nice look, but it misses strong. And here Ottawa goes right away. There's McDowell. He'll hand off to Mallory. They just moved the ball quickly. Made 6 or 8 passes in the offensive end before they're 15 seconds off the shot clock. There's the drive by Andre Jackson, and he converts for the first basket of the game. Stewart finds some space. He'll go to the basket. Knocked away, and the Braves are on the run. Perry Carroll with it. And McDowell. Oh, the back cut there by Mallory. Nice look. McDowell finds him, and that's an easy 2. Stewart gets it out to Emmanuel. Finds Brown in the corner. Back out to Emmanuel. He'll hand it off to Nelson. Give him a screen. Nelson goes to the basket. Left hand, and it's good. He goes down hard, but here we go. Perry Carroll right back at it. They do not give you a lot of time to recover or get back on defense. But they throw that one away, and the Blue Jays will have it on the turnover. Andre Nelson bringing it up. It's a big lineup here with really one true guard. Hemmert's kind of a guard forward, as is Stewart. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nelson behind his back. He'll pull up. Jumper, no. Emmanuel with the strong rebound. Kicks it out to Hemmert. They'll reset to Stewart in the corner. Emmanuel to Hemmert. Hemmert playing with the face mask. A little nose injury. Ball fake, and Nelson will go strong. No good. Emmanuel with the rebound and tip back. Mark Emmanuel Jr. just getting better and better as this season has gone on. Learning how to use his athleticism and that big body of his. And there's a back cut. They go right to the basket. That's Andre Jackson on the basket there. They just play quickly. They're constantly moving off the ball. It's a real defensive challenge. Hemmert has it on the wing. Carroll goes for the steal, and that goes off of Nelson. They'll turn it over to the Braves. 6-4 Ottawa, 17 minutes left in the first half. You see Carroll makes a nice effort for that. And right off of Nelson's shoulder. Big man, Dow, the point. He'll set a screen. And Jackson travels.
Come on, Trey. Come on, D. Come on, D. Let's go. Play on this end.
Nelson over to Stewart. Stewart lets one float, and it rolls off the glass. A nice basket for Montel Stewart. He goes strong against the big man, and he lays it off the glass high. Just like that, though, Ottawa already is back, and there's Carroll driving. Emmanuel says no thank you. Mark Emmanuel playing some solid minutes, and Nelson tried to beat Jackson back, but Andre Jackson, very good recovery there on defense. Nelson in the corner. He's got Mallory on him. The Hemmert quickly over to Stewart. Stewart finds Noah Brown in the corner. Noah misses that one. Rebound to Mallory. Here comes Jackson right down the court. He goes up strong, and I think that's going to be a foul on Andre Nelson. And it is. We're going to see some subs here. Oh, beautiful block there by Emmanuel. And the nice thing about that block is it keeps the possession with the Blue Jays, and they can turn around and head the other way. We're all even at 6. Perry Carroll at the line, shoots 71%. Excuse me, that's Ian Moore at the line. Number 12, Tristan Turner, the 6'4" freshman out of Independence, Missouri, checks in for Ottawa. In for the Blue Jays. 3 players. Leon Marcicek, we talked about, the 6'7" forward from Serbia. He's a junior. Jack Taylor, the freshman, 6'5" freshman from Wichita, Kansas. And Spencer Askew, a 5'9" sophomore from Springfield, Virginia. And Moore hits 1 of 2. And Ottawa's up by 1. Askew will run the point, as it were. There's Brown over to Taylor. Taylor, a big guard. Askew in the corner. Noah Brown, 5 to shoot. Taylor gets called for the charge. As Ian Moore really sold that one. Looked like a South American footballer right there. Selling the foul, but he gets it. And I think we had, yes, number 14, Joe Johnson III, the 5'8" senior from Waynesville, Missouri, checks in for Ottawa. He's got the ball right now. There's Mallory. 10 seconds to shoot. Play off the screen. There's Johnson. Ball fake. He goes to the basket, lays it high off the glass. Askew, a little man, gets in there with a nice strong rebound. The Blue Jays have a chance to retake the lead. There's Taylor. Fires it down to Noah Brown. Marcicek looks for a screen. Spencer Askew for 3. That one's no good. And Moore with the rebound. Johnson to Turner. Mallory back to Turner. As we see another substitution on the way. 10 seconds to shoot. They move it around. And there's a 3-point effort. No good from Andre Jackson. Nelson with the rebound. And that's number 1 in the game for Tabor's leading rebounder. Taylor getting trapped in the corner there. Get that one off of there. Ottawa has a substitution. Ty Bland, the 6'5" junior from Auburn Hills, Michigan. So Taylor in the wing. Marcicek. We had a little space there with Mallory. Oh, and he fires that one a little too hot for Andre Nelson. Not sure he totally expected that one. And now we're going to see Miles Jeffries, the 6'4" freshman from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, making a varsity appearance here, and we have not seen much of that this year. So there's a quick one as Bland just beats his man off the block, and it's a 3-point Ottawa lead. Here's Jeffries. Askew, not much of a screen there. Quick man, goes down low. Noah Brown's shot is blocked. Ian Moore going the other way. Marcicek! Marcicek! No, thank you. But there's the 3-pointer for Joe Johnson. Leon did not like how things went the other way and hustled down for that block. And there's a 3 from the big man, no good. Bland with the rebound, he hustles it up. Johnson fires a 3 from way out. That one's rebounded by Turner. That one's loose, Turner gets it again. Ball's knocked away. Leon comes up with it. Nelson will bring it up the court. Nelson has that one stripped away, and it's a 2-on.
Should have been intentional. Should have been intentional.
We got a foul here, and that's going to go on 12. Tristan Turner, the first foul called on Ottawa. Here's that play at the other end. Upset the Ottawa bench. To be honest, that's pretty good defense by Marcicek. He goes up, straight up and down, nobody into the guy shooting the basket. That's how you do that. That's how you defend coming off the ground. You see, and then it's a quick little whistle on the other end. quick timeout here for the Blue Jays. So we have Montel Stewart checking back in for Tabor. So it looked a lot worse than it, I think, really was, because there was contact and player went down hard. But the reality is that was the way you defend that when you're in the air. Askew has it. He gets a screen from Emmanuel. He puts up the shot at short. Mark with a big, strong rebound and putback. That's 4 points for Mark Emmanuel, both coming off of rebounds. As he's back in the ball game. A little back cut as Jackson. The shot was definitely affected by Leon Marcicek. Mark Emmanuel Jr., one-handed flush. And it's a 2-point ball game. Tabor's had a little 4-0 run here. Nice little pass there. Landon's got a good first step. Here's the jumper for Johnson. Johnson can hit from range. He shoots 39% from the field. The Braves take a lot of three-pointers. And as a team, they shoot 36%. That's not too shabby. As they get the lead back up to 5. Stewart over to Emmanuel. Askew not afraid to go in there with the bigs. There's a three-pointer on the way. No good. Turner with the rebound. Johnson has it the other way. There goes Carroll. Hands it off to Jackson. Jackson called for a travel. Nice bit of defense by Jeffers there. And Andre Nelson's going to check back in. This is just good defense. Moving his feet, staying in front of the play. Very nice job by Miles. Spencer Askew, good minutes there. He'll take a seat. Andre Nelson will jump back in the driver's seat offensively. Hands off to Stewart. The screen, they look back. That's what they wanted. Emmanuel dribbling in McDowd. Hook shot's no good. Nelson with the rebound. He'll pull it out. That's 2 on the Andre Nelson rebound chart. Jeffers got trapped in there. Great piece of defense by Ottawa, and he gets a 5-second violation. And that'll be a turnover to Ottawa. Perry Carroll will bring it up. Carroll is a bit of a catalyst for this team. He gets a screen from McDowd, and that one is on Emmanuel. Carroll, nice quick move under the basket, and Mark came down with his arm on him, and he knew it right away. So Perry Carroll will head to the line and shoot 2. He's a 75% free throw shooter, averages 16 points a game. He's definitely one of the engines that runs the motor here. Miles Jeffers will check out, and Hemmert will check back in. .10 on the clock. 15-10. Now 16-10 is the score in favor of Ottawa. As Ian Moore looks to check back in for the Braves. Marcicek got his pocket picked by Andre Jackson, rather. Montel Stewart gets it back. And Jackson, nice bit of trap there, and he will force a timeout by the Blue Jays. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. 9:56 on the clock. It's Ottawa 16, Tabor 10. Mark Emmanuel leading the way for the Blue Jays with 6 points thus far. $8-0 is the Ottawa advantage in bench scoring. We'll have to see how that works out as the game goes on. Johnson leads the Braves with 6 points. Andre Jackson right behind him with 5 thus far. Nelson back to Taylor. Here's that trap again. That one's knocked out of Marcichuk's hand. Carroll quickly the other way. He'll score a bucket. That trap is really something. It's a really aggressive trap in the corner, and Taylor and Marcichuk have a miscommunication, and that one gets thrown away. When you're facing a team that scores the way Ottawa does, you cannot have too many of those possessions. There's quickly inside the lob pass, and Jackson converts, and just like that, the Braves have doubled up the Blue Jays 20-10. Marcichuk. Leon much rather shoot off of a screen. Really causing a lot of problems. Jackson reaches in again, knocks it away. Carroll brings it up, gives it to Jackson. Another beautiful job by Leon Marcichuk, going up, straight up with his arms and his body and not leaning in to the offensive player. That takes a lot of discipline to do that, because most people want to bring an arm down or take a swing. And there's Leon at the other end hitting a big three. 20-13 now, as Leon Marcichuk is on the board. Marcichuk averages 13.2 points a game, and he shoots 38% from behind the arc. Not too bad for a big fella. Carroll with Nelson on him, 6 to shoot. You get a screen from massive McDowell. And the ball is off as the shot clock expired, and if you're following on the Andre Nelson rebound board, that's 4 for the guard. Jack Taylor for 3. That's a little strong. Harry Carroll has that one knocked away by Cade Hemmert. Back to Nelson, who hands it to Marcichuk for the underhand score. Beautiful little ball movement there. Back the other way. It's a 5-point game. Carroll will reset things at the midcourt line. He gets a step on Nelson. Again, that one swatted away. Leon Marcichuk having a fantastic defensive game. He swats that one away. It goes off of Carroll. As Montez Stewart's back in for the Blue Jays along with Noah Brown. Jackson Mallory re-enters for Ottawa. Blue Jays can make this a 1-possession game with some points here. Over to Noah. Hemmert going to go baseline. Jackson Mallory falls back. It's Stewart in the corner. He finds Marcichuk at the free throw line. There's a jumper from Brown. It's no good. Mallory comes away with the rebound. Carroll gets Cade Hemmert there reaching. And again, what's the difference between that defensive play and what Leon does? Watch, Cade's right arm will come down. He's got to keep them straight up and trust that you can use your body to get them out of position. As Carroll heads back to the line, he's 1 of 2 from the line so far tonight. Gonna catch his breath a little bit. First one is good. Ty Bland will check in for Jackson. Jackson, fast hands on defense, moves up and down the court really well.
The other one's 11. That's the other one.
Carroll's second is good, and the 75% free throw shooter is 3 out of 4. What do you know? Nelson will bring it over the midcourt stripe, puts it up to Brown. Brown fires it underneath the Hemmert, kicks it back out to Brown. Thought about a drive, as did Nelson. Leon beat his man back there, but kind of missed the opportunity. Hemmert will go baseline. He'll go up with it. No good. Noah Brown battles for the rebound. It gets away. Cade Hemmert, that's Leon Marcichuk, a fantastic effort. And a 3 as the shot clock expires by Andre Nelson. What effort from the Blue Jays there, diving all over the court. The other way, Stewart loses his man, and Ian Moore converts a two-pointer. It's 24-18. Nelson's jumper is no good. Carroll pulls down the rebound. He's off to the races. Nelson's with him this time. Gets back and a nice defensive effort. Here he comes again. He'll kick it out to Mallory. Over to Moore for 3. That's long. Leon with the rebound. We're going to catch our breath here. Stewart. He'll go down the line. He hits and he's fouled. Montel Stewart. A really nice play. Gets a nice screen and then beats McDowd. McDowd reaches, fouls, and Stewart will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. 71% free throw shooter. Meantime, Miles Jeffers checks back in. That free throw is no good, and Carroll comes away with the rebound. Land to Moore. Took about 3 steps. Shot's no good. Ottawa can't recover it, and it'll go out to the Blue Jays.
Hey, you're good. You're good.
Oh, and 3 has got a flop warning. Ian Moore just got a flop warning. Another one of those, and that does count as a technical foul. Emmanuel back in. They're going to go a little bit big here. Marcichuk to Emmanuel. That's no good. Ball's bouncing away. Saved in bounds. A nice effort play there for Ty Bland. As the Braves get possession, there's Bland for 3, hits in the corner. Makes the effort play on one end and then nails a 3 at the other. 27-20, Ottawa. Nelson. A little aggressive there and caught a bit of Andre Nelson's face. That's just the 3rd foul on Ottawa. Perry Carroll's going to get a break, well deserved. And Joe Johnson's going to check back in.
Jack, you the one?
Jeffries goes baseline, nothing there. Kicks it back out to Brown. Over to Marcichuk. Nelson has it on the wing. He's thinking about baseline. Goes cross court to Jeffers. 5, 4 to 3 to shoot. That's off the rim. Emmanuel with the rebound out to Leon. Leon for 3. 8 points for the serve. And it's a 4-point ball game. Moore has it. Gets a screen from Turner. Back in the ball game. And there's Ty Bland from 3 in the corner. That is no good. Emmanuel battles for the rebound. That's tipped away. He saves it back. And Johnson has it with Nelson guarding him. Good effort there on both sides. 10 seconds to shoot. Jeffries on Mallory. 5 to shoot. Mallory turnaround jumper is no good. Noah Brown gets the rebound. And Turner's going to be called for a reach there. Got a little aggressive.
You're good, Jack.
A nice rebound by Noah, and you can see Turner a little late to the party and got tangled up and gets called for the foul. Just 8 fouls total in the game so far, 4 on each team.
2 for Tristan if we would get mixed up in there. Probably do anyway.
Jeffries over to Brown. Leon hands it off to Jeffers. Manuel free throw line jumper is good. 8 points for Mark Emanuel Jr. and it is a 2-point ball game. Really quick the other way, and Leon got beat there.
Yes, sir, Ty.
By Ty Bland. Quick move, and Leon probably a little tired. He's played a lot of minutes this half, maybe more than he's accustomed to in a half. And he got caught a step behind, picks up his first personal foul, and Bland, a 60% free throw shooter, will go to the line. He hits the first. Well, Turner's out, and Mason McDowell will check back in. McDowell, just a huge human being. Bland hits both, and Montel Stewart will check back in for Mark Emanuel. As Ottawa stretches it back out to a 4-point lead. Nelson hands it off to Jeffries. Around the corner, gives it to Stewart, to Leon, who wanted to go back door there to Nelson, but it wasn't there. It's a very aggressive defense by Ottawa. Try to intercept passing lanes as Nelson pulls up and hits the long 2-pointer. Just inside the line, you see. A nice 2-point basket, and again, it's a 2-point ball game. Johnson drives, nothing there, gives it up to Moore, back over to Mallory. McDowell is going to give him a screen. They wanted to go back to McDowell, it wasn't there. Montel Stewart chases it down, and he'll go right to the basket and lay it in, and we have a tie ball game with 1:50 left. 29-29. That ball is tipped away, and the Blue Jays are fired up. You're going to see Perry Carroll and Andre Jackson check back in. Stewart really battled for this steal. Finally got through it. Goes right to the basket and ties up the ball game. Kid Hemmert also checking back in. Blue Jays figure out defensive assignments. They run the play to Jackson on the inside.
Grab him everywhere. Line. Hey, line.
They're deciding who the foul was on. And it's going to be called on Nelson. I believe that's number 2 on Andre. And it's not a shooting foul. As we're going to see Spencer Askew check back in for Nelson. Andre, the second foul, probably done for this first half. And that's a nice little inbounds play to Mason McDowell, who drops in 2. And he's on the board. Back to a 2-point ball game. Marcicek to Hemmert. Cross court to Stewart. Nice little spin move up and in. No good. Noah Brown tried to get the rebound. Quickly it's out to Joe Johnson, who wants nothing to do with Leon. Marcicek. Oh, there's a tip pass by Brown. Not there. Mallory over to Johnson. Johnson's going to shoot the 3 from the corner, and that went in. Cade Hemmert, nothing else you could do there. He was right in his face. I mean, this is as good a defense as you could play. And McDowell, the denial of Stewart, who went to the lane. And Noah Brown tried to save it, but he had stepped on the line and was out of bounds. So we're heading the other way. It's back to a 5-point lead on the 3-pointer by Johnson. McDowell from way outside gets nothing. Not sure that's the shot they wanted in that situation, but Askew has it. A 12 seconds difference between the shot clock and the beautiful backdoor cut by Cade Hemmert. A nice pass by Noah Brown, seeing him. The shot clock is off now. seems like Cade has been on the precipice of doing something along that baseline the whole first half. Made some nice drives and got shut down, but that one was beautiful backcourt. And there's Perry Carroll for three. It's no good. Johnson with the rebound, gets it out to McDowd, and that one draws nothing again. So we've reached the first half, and it's 34-31 Ottawa. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a bit with some highlights, some news around town with the Tabor College sports teams, and stats and more. You're watching Tabor College basketball on the Tabor College Sports Network.
I never expected to attend college. Next year, I'll be the first in my family to graduate. Hi, my name is Irene De La Rosa from Wichita, Kansas, and I'm a junior at Tabor College, double majoring in biology and exercise science. Outside of the classroom, I play soccer. I'm the president of Green Club, vice president of Science Club, vice president of Students of Color of Alliance, and Tabor's ambassador for the Center for Sustainable Climate Solutions. I love hanging out with my teammates and the friends I have made on campus. What drew me to Tabor was that I did not have to end my soccer career in high school. I received a soccer and academic scholarship that would make my decision easier. I also had a conversation with a close friend who encouraged me to see this as a sign from God, who was reaching out his hand to me and asking me to trust him. I came to Tabor not having a strong relationship with God, but because of the community and my teammates, coaches, professors, and friends, I am seeing God work in my life. This past year, your gifts not only provided a path to graduation through scholarships, they also provided us the tools to get there. This year, students like me did not have to worry about buying books. Instead, thanks to the generosity of donors like you, our books were already paid for. Your gifts prepare us to be successful in the classroom so we can make a difference in the world. If you have given gifts to Tabor, thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be the first person in my family to graduate from college. Your gifts have given me and hundreds of other students the ability to be transformed by the Christ-centered education and prepared to make a difference in our communities and the world.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you. Like the friends who come over when a big game is on, the neighbors next door who always bring your favorite buffalo dip, your in-laws who know you need silence during the clutch plays, and everyone who knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Paul Brooks. Paul is here to get to know you and understand your life, so he can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Paul Brooks in Wichita at 316-721-8181.
Create an estate plan that values what you value. The Biblical Estate Design Service from MB Foundation is a will planning service that brings your faith into the process of preparing a God-honoring estate plan. Many donors of Tabor College have used this service to create their plan and have chosen to leave a gift to the college, a gift that will have a lasting impact on future generations of Tabor students. Learn more at mbfoundation.com/Tabor and get started on your plan today.
MB Foundation, giving meaning to money.
Panzer Chiropractic Clinic is a supporter of Tabor College and proud to treat our Tabor students and athletes. Panzer Chiropractic Clinic offers affordable chiropractic care for the entire family. We offer spinal adjustments and cold laser therapy, decompression and flexion distraction therapy, and are board certified in acupuncture as well as DOT certified. Come see us at 122 South Main Street in Hillsboro or call Panzer Chiropractic Clinic for an appointment today at 620-947-3157.
Since 1962, the Eitzen Agency has specialized in insurance for churches, colleges, and faith-based ministries. As an independent insurance agency representing Brotherhood Mutual and other fine companies, they can find the right policy for you at the best price. For more information, call the Eitzen Agency at 800-375-2553 or go online to EitzenAgency.com. That's EITZEN agency.com. The Eitzen Agency, proudly supporting Tabor College athletics for 3 generations. There's a new Vive in town. Experience it with our crazy fast internet speeds from our fiber-backed network. Phew! Finally, a broadband connection that can keep up with you. Need a customized solution to power your business with phone, internet, or managed services? Say hello to Vive. We're here to simplify your life with technology that works. See how at ViveBroadband.com. That's VYVE broadband.com. It's time to turn your Vive on.
Hillsboro Ford is your local, family-owned and operated full-service Ford dealer, serving Marion County and the surrounding areas. Come and see us at Hillsboro Ford for all of your automotive needs. Whether it's purchasing a new or used vehicle or visiting our well-trusted service department, our staff is committed to give you a top-notch experience. We service every make and model and can handle all service jobs, including tires. We're at 202 South Main Street in downtown Hillsboro and online at hillsborofordks.net. Hillsboro Ford, where service makes the difference.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsboro and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store All, the solution for your storage problems.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you. Like the friends who come over when a big game is on, the neighbors next door who always bring your favorite buffalo dip, your in-laws who know you need silence during the clutch plays, and everyone who knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Paul Brooks. Paul is here to get to know you and understand your life, so he can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Paul Brooks in Wichita at 316-721-8181.
Create an estate plan that values what you value. The Biblical Estate Design Service from MB Foundation is a will planning service that brings your faith into the process of preparing a God-honoring estate plan. Many donors of Tabor College have used this service to create their plan and have chosen to leave a gift to the college, a gift that will have a lasting impact on future generations of Tabor students. Learn more at mbfoundation.com/Tabor and get started on your plan today.
MB Foundation, giving meaning to money.
Panzer Chiropractic Clinic is a supporter of Tabor College and proud to treat our Tabor students and athletes. Panzer Chiropractic Clinic offers affordable chiropractic care for the entire family. We offer spinal adjustments and cold laser therapy, decompression and flexion distraction therapy, and are board certified in acupuncture as well as DOT certified. Come see us at 122 South Main Street in Hillsboro or call Panzer Chiropractic Clinic for an appointment today at 620-947-3157.
Since 1962, the Eitzen Agency has specialized in insurance for churches, colleges, and faith-based ministries. As an independent insurance agency representing Brotherhood Mutual and other fine companies, they can find the right policy for you at the best price. For more information, call the Eitzen Agency at 800-375-2553 or go online to EitzenAgency.com. That's EITZEN Agency.com. The Eitzen Agency, proudly supporting Tabor College athletics for 3 generations. There's a new Vive in town. Experience it with our crazy fast internet speeds from our FiberBax network. Whew, finally, a broadband connection that can keep up with you. Need a customized solution to power your business with phone, internet, or managed services? Say hello to Vive. We're here to simplify your life with technology that works. See how at ViveBroadband.com. That's VYVE broadband.com. It's time to turn your Vive on.
Welcome back to Tabor College, where we're taking a look at some of the first half highlights. Great defensive effort. You see a couple of big blocks from Emmanuel and Marcicek, and Mark Emmanuel's big on the boards. Did a nice job, and this was a very nice effort, good pass. Another great defensive effort there from Marcicek, and then he hits the 3 at the other end. Nelson to Leon. Leon, 8 points leading the way for the Blue Jays along with Mark Emmanuel. Andre Nelson there with the 3. He's got 7 points, and he and Emmanuel lead with 4 rebounds apiece. A good half for the Blue Jays without 2 of their regular players. Montel Stewart coming up with the steal here. Goes hard to the basket. That tied up the ball game at 29. Cade Hemmer, we talked about that. He'd set that play up the whole night. And finally they converted it on it here in the first half. End of the first half. But we're at 34-31. You can see the stats are pretty even. 42% from the field for the Blue Jays, 43 for Ottawa, 33 behind the arc for Tabor, 31 for Ottawa. Free throw percentages, Ottawa 6 of 8, Tabor 0 for 1 from the line. Not a lot of fouls called in the first half. Just, let's see, 6 on Tabor and 4 on Ottawa. Turnovers were pretty equal. Assists, again, equal. Johnson leads the way for Ottawa with 9 points on 3 threes. Tabor's led by, we mentioned, Marcicek and Emmanuel with 8 apiece. Andre Nelson has 7. Montel Stewart with 6. Balanced scoring. Bland has 7, and Andre Jackson has 7 for the Braves. Rebounding, again, we mentioned Andre Nelson and Mark Emmanuel each with 4. So if you're charting the Andre Nelson rebound board, he's got 4 tonight. Also with 4 on the other end, Jackson Mallory and Tristan Turner leading the way for the Braves. Lots of guys with an assist. 7 different guys with an assist for Tabor. A couple guys with a pair of assists. Ty Bland, Jackson Mallory, and Mason McDowd all have 2 assists for Ottawa. So a pretty evenly played first half. Ottawa had stretched it out a little bit. They were up by 10 at one point. Tabor never had the lead, but they did tie it up. At 29, we mentioned, later in the ball game. As we head closer to the tip-off here in the second half, we want to mention we've had, let me give some scores around the league. We mentioned earlier afternoon finals, Oklahoma Wesleyan over McPherson 86-74. Sterling upends York 105-81. And Bethany over Southwestern 80-66. That was the game that had the most relevance on this matchup, as Southwestern was sitting just ahead of both the Braves and Blue Jays in the standings. Friends is starting to pull away from Avila. Last we saw was 55-43. We can double check that for you. 58-45, 13-16 left in the second. A good day for Tabor sports so far. We saw the women's basketball team come up with a win. There are the standings right there. You see Southwestern with a loss. They will fall to 8-6. So the winner of this game, Ottawa wins their level. Tabor wins. They're a half game back and moving up a spot. So there's a lot on the line here in the second half of this ball game. With the women had a big win today over Ottawa. And in really important news, the Tabor volleyball team is now sitting atop the KCAC at 9-2. Ottawa women lost today, which dropped their record to 8-2, equal, I believe, with McPherson. So the Blue Jays, number one right now in the volleyball standings. Again, volleyball season split in half, just like football and men's and women's soccer. From the fall, they will have some games here in the spring. And we are excited to see what will happen here with the volleyball team and Coach McNeil as we head down the home stretch. So congrats to our volleyball team and the coaching staff on that. And they'll get back in action pretty soon. We are back in action here as Perry Carroll drives down the baseline, lost the handle, and turns it over to the Blue Jays. Tabor runs with the same starting five. That's Brown, Nelson, Hemmert, Stewart, and Emmanuel. Same starting five as well for Ottawa, with Carroll, Moore, Jackson, Mallory, and McDowell. Mark Emmanuel right in there. And it's Mallory who fouls him with the body. McDowell had a nice defensive position there, but it was Mallory with the reach in on the arm there. Pretty obvious foul. So Mark Emmanuel head to the line. 43% free throw shooter. Not a lot of opportunities from the line, though. That one misses. Just 3 of 7, now 3 of 8 on the season. Emmanuel tries to pull the Blue Jays a little closer with the second shot. It's up, and it is good. Emmanuel with 9 points now to lead the Blue Jays. And here comes Ottawa. McDowell. Ooh, wow. Carroll. And that is going to be Andre Nelson's third foul. That is not what Coach Mike Ratzlaff wanted to see this early in the half. I think they really missed a travel right before that. McDowell got that pass and took about 3 or 4 steps. But he found Carroll on a nice cut, and Perry Carroll will be at the line, shooting 2. 3 of 4, now 4 of 5. And Nashon Carter is going to check in for Andre Nelson. It's his first appearance here in the ball game. Tabor's the leading scorer at 16.7 points a game. Carroll, a very deliberate shooting style, and Carter gets a rebound just like that. Hemmert in the corner. Carter a long 3. Coming off the bench, a little cold, misses that one short. He'll run with Jackson on the defensive end, though. Hands off to Carroll. Out to McDowell. Ball fake, spin move, another travel. He'll spin and shoot, and that basket is good. It's a couple walking violations I think he's gotten away with, but nevertheless, basket counts. It's a 5-point Ottawa lead. And Carroll picks Nashon Carter's pocket. Noah Brown going to challenge him. A nice backhanded block of Carroll. Blue Jays really defending the rim well tonight. Jackson goes down the lane. He meets a couple guys there. Stewart will intercept the attempted back cut. Defense not the problem for the Blue Jays tonight.
Run screen!
holding a very high-scoring team to 34 points in the first half. A team that averages 91.5 points a game. Stewart with the floater, no good. Emmanuel with the man's rebound, puts that one back in. Mark Emmanuel, his 5th board and his 11th point of this ball game. He just traveled again. That's the 3rd time, and people are starting to get irritated by it. Just some happy feet. It happens. Jackson works his way in. Basket's no good. Brown with the rebound. Stewart on the break, goes right past Moore, lays it off the glass and in! Ian Moore, I believe, is going to get called for this one. Just was a little lazy getting back, and Stewart was aggressive to the hoop, and that's 2 on Ian Moore. Really nice play by Montel Stewart, taking an aggressive path to the basket. He'll attempt to complete the 3-point play and does. And we have a tie ball game at 37. McDowell for another 3. He'll hit that one and decides to say something to the Tabor student section, who are harassing him earlier for a couple of air balls in the first half. It looks like we're going to see a couple of subs here as Carter pull-up jumpers, no good. Mallory gets the rebound. Back cut to Carroll, who lays it off to Jackson. A nice play. Jackson gets the bucket. Carter will bring it up. 5-point ball game. Looks like we're going to have a few subs here at the next break. Stewart goes to the basket. McDowell is there, but it doesn't matter. Montel Stewart puts it in. 9 points for Montel. Quickly, the Braves are back. On the offensive end, Andre Jackson, a nice spin move in the lane. Beats Brown to the hoop. Brown, top of the key, finds Hemmert. Over to Carter in the corner. He likes that one. He loves that one. 3-point basket. Nashawn Carter. He seems a little warmed up now. Jackson goes right to the basket. That's no good. Cade Hemmert with the rebound. We'll give it up to Carter. We got ourselves a 2-point ball game. Noah Brown is trying to find Emmanuel in the little slip pass, but McDowell got in the way there. And it's Ottawa basketball. Oh my gosh, he just did it again. He's not holding his pivot foot at all, and
double again?
They're not watching it. There's a screen, 5 seconds to shoot. Mallory for 3, and he's fouled. Unfortunate. Cade Hemmert playing good defense, but picked up the foul there on the 3-point shot, and Jackson Mallory will shoot 3. We see, looks like a lot of subs here coming in for both sides. We'll try to catch them all. First one rims out. Like we have Marsacek, Miles Jeffries, and Bobby Shanks coming in for the Blue Jays. Shanks, his first appearance, and Mallory hit and misses the second one as well. Tristan Turner, number 12, checks in for the Braves, and 13, Ty Bland. 14, Joe Johnson and Ty Bland. All 3 of them check in there. Told you we had a lot of subs in that one. And Mallory's 3rd is no good, 0 for 3. So the Blue Jays have a chance to tie things up or take the lead. Miles Jeffries. Hand off to Carter. Carter, Johnson on him to Brown. Brown pulls up, jumper, no good. Short. Bland with the rebound. Braves coming the other way. Bland gets his way past Brown, lays it up and in. Noah dragging a little bit. This is just a quick Ottawa lineup, though. They get up and down the court really fast. Brown lobs inside to Leon, to Brown, to Shanks. Carter in the corner. He's going to go baseline. Tries to find Brown, but Jeffries comes up with it. A quick touch pass. 5 to shoot. Carter for 3 is no good. Long rebound to Mallory. Here comes Jackson right to the hole. He'll kick it out to Turner. Turner, Brown. Another block shot for the Blue Jays as Noah Brown just went straight up and strong and denied that. There's Bobby Shanks going to the basket. Puts it up and in. Bobby Shanks is on the board. 2 points. And that's a charge called on Ty Bland. The Blue Jays defending the rim, getting back on defense. It's been an impressive night of defensive action for Tabor. You look at it here, just keeps himself straight. He gets the shoulder and goes down, and that's what it was. The lowering of the shoulder, it really had nothing to do with the timing of it. Bland just lowered that shoulder, and it takes a lot to move Noah Brown. But there's a 3 for the guy. For Noah Brown hits 3, and the Blue Jays have their first lead of the game at 47-46. It's Turner the other way, gets it to Bland. Bland thought about it, gives it off to Jackson. He likes to drive, but that's going to be a foul outside on the floor on Bobby Shanks. He's got a hand on him. There's Noah Brown's 3 the other direction. So we talked about the value of Noah Brown. He's long, and he can play defense extremely well like we've seen tonight, but he could also step out and hit a 3 or hit a long-range jumper. Turner doesn't want that 3. Back to Johnson. Bland will reset the offense, get a screen from Turner, pulls up for 3, rims out, no. Carter with the rebound. Long to Marcichek. He goes right to the basket. Boy, that was a lot of contact at the other end, but Carter's going to get his money's worth on that foul. He got turned around, and he made sure Jackson was not going to make that one. He got back-footed there. Jackson, veteran move. There's a little ball fake. Goes up. Carter with the foul, and so he's going to have 2 free throws here. And we're going to have a timeout by Ottawa as Mark Emanuel is set to check in the game. There's the play at the other end. It was just bizarre. We're going to take a break with them. This game's been flying by. Right now it's the Blue Jays 47, Ottawa 46, 13:23 left in the half.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsborough and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store All, the solution for your storage problems.
We're back, and we're going to see Andre Jackson at the line shooting a pair of free throws, as the story has really been about transition defense for the Blue Jays and defending the rim against a high-scoring, high-flying Ottawa offense. Tabor has also converted at the offensive end when they have needed to. And it's 47-46, the Blue Jays with a 1-point lead. A lot on the line here, as we mentioned earlier, with Southwestern losing today.
Back door.
71% from the Lions. Jackson, he buries the first. Averaging 12.1 points a game. He's a real slicer, an athlete, will get to the lane and get to the hoop and draw some fouls. Second one is in and out. Ooh, Marcichek with the rebound. And Turner knocked it out of Shanks' hands. Ottawa didn't like the call. There you see Turner with the left hand. Oh, it might have gone off of Shanks. DJ's might have got a break there. They will try to take advantage of it. Shanks, the other end, pull-up jumper, high floater, no good. Manuel is hammered on the tip-back effort, and he'll go to the line. The foul's on Jackson. August, good position, and yeah, Jackson just comes flying in there and really put a body on Emmanuel. Again, it takes a lot to take down a guy that size. Oh, that one did not look good at all. Perry Carroll will check back in. So he misses the first. Try to get back on the right side of the free throw. That one looks better, but still is off the mark. And we have a tie ball game. Turner at the free throw line, hands off to Carroll. Jeffries gets there on defense. Joe Johnson, boy, that one's coming right at us. Thank you, Ty Bland, for catching that. 5 to shoot. Bland goes baseline, puts up the jumper, no good. It's Bobby Shanks with the rebound. Jeffries goes to the basket. He's defended well and blocked there by Carroll. They're going the other way. Turner hands it to Jackson. Jackson underneath. And that's Joe Johnson with his 4th three-pointer of the game. He leads the way for the Braves with 12 points alongside Andre Jackson. A big 3 there for Ottawa. Carter going to reset the offense here. 15 on the shot clock. They work the perimeter. Shanks the slasher. Gets trapped in the corner. Fires it to Jeffries for 3. Bang! Miles Jeffries' first points of the ball game are big. Carroll quickly down the court. Nam would like to think that Nashon would like to think that he had that one, but he was backpedaling, and there's Miles Jeffries with a really nice release on that. Carter's going to get called for that. I'm not sure. It should have been a shooting foul. It looked like he had him on the ground, but it is the 5th foul against the Blue Jays of the half. And Carroll with that stilted, deliberate technique that he gets it to fall. Carter's 2nd there. 5 fouls on Tabor, 4 on Ottawa. That one's no good. Ball's all around him. Andre Jackson comes up with the rebound. So Carroll's going to drive again. And this one's going to be on the floor. I think it's going to be on Jeffries with the body. They're just so quick. They get that step on you, and you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble because it's tough to catch up with a guy once he's got a step on you. One of these really fast guards from Ottawa. Carroll been at the line a lot today. As Montel Stewart will check in. He's got 9 points. And Sean Carter checks out. Hits both of them. It's a 53-50 ball game. Stewart up the screen from Emmanuel. Looked for the pick and roll, wasn't there. Marcicek with a 3. Right back at him. It's even up. 53-53. 11 points now for Leon. Jackson gets around Emmanuel, but Leon's there to stop him. Carroll nearly stepped out of bounds. Get it back. Johnson. Screen from Turner. He'll go the other way. Crosses over. Up, no good. Mark Emmanuel with the rebound. That's 6 boards, I believe, for Mark. Jeffries heading the other way. He'll give it up to Shanks. Ball fake over to Marcicek in the corner. Lots of body. Good defense from Jackson. Shanks will pull it out. They'll reset with 15 to shoot. Screen here from Emmanuel. He rolls with it. And Bobby Shanks. Good defense from the Braves. They used that baseline, and Shanks ran out of real estate and was out of bounds. McDowd and Mallory check back in for Ottawa. Mark Emmanuel, great minutes so far. He's going to catch a break. And Noah Brown will check back in for him. 53-53 as we near the midway point of this second half. Coach Siebenthal on the court here next to me, sixth player. Steps back now. There's very little room from the out-of-bounds line to the benches here. So it's possible for coaches not to be on the court a little bit. Johnson battling Stewart. Stewart, nice defense. That one is short, and Noah Brown pulls at the rebound. Very good defensive effort from Montel Stewart there as the Blue Jays continue to be stingy on the defensive end. There's Jeffries from the corner. That one's strong. McDowell pulls down the rebound. Carroll on the move. Nice stutter step as he gets by Marzacek. A really nice offensive play from Perry Carroll. And it's Carroll, a little over eager with the defensive effort there, picks up the foul. Fifth on the team. And his first. Ian Moore will check back in. Andre Nelson is going to give Miles Jeffries a break. Great minutes from Miles. As Andre Nelson will have to be careful with those 3 fouls. And 9.5 minutes to play. Shanks crosses over, gives it back to Brown. Brown pulls up, the jumper is strong. Nelson battles for the rebound. And he tips that one off of Moore. And that's going to go to the Blue Jays. So he doesn't get a rebound there, but he makes his presence known in that rebounding situation. Nelson will inbound here. And Bland's going to get called for holding there. And that's the 6th foul on the team. 9:24 left in the ball game. Nelson gets the ball into Shanks. Shanks behind the back. Gives it up to Nelson. To Brown. Brown wants to go down the lane. That one's knocked out of his hands. Mallard comes up with it. There's Carroll will pull up for 3. That's long. Shanks with the rebound. So next foul on either team will put their opponent in the bonus. Shanks has it, gives it to Stewart on the wing. Circle around, Nelson hands it off to Brown. Nice little lay-in, we're tied again. Shanks almost picked off that inbounds pass. And he gets it back, McDowell will bring it up, give it to Carroll. Carroll, and we mentioned the engine that makes this team run, and he works hard. He gives everything into every possession. So they kick it back out to McDowell, who airballs another one. And the Blue Jay student section will be sure to let him know about that. They've had a little give and go all night. Shanks the other way, kicks it to Marzacek in the corner. That's long. Andre Nelson with the rebound, puts it up, and it's not going to go. Ball is loose. Marzacek picks it up, hands it off to Shanks. Shanks draws the foul on McDowell. Nice little move there, pulled the ball back right there, so he forced McDowell to foul instead of get the block. Now here's the rub. Shanks will go to the line where he is not a strong free throw shooter. So that was Nelson's 5th rebound. That's 5 rebounds on the Andre Nelson rebound board. 44% from the line. For Shanks, he gets the first one to roll in. Bobby's got 5. Marzacek's going to get a break here. And Bland will check out for Ottawa. Jackson back in. Bobby's really worked on his free throw shooting, and the numbers are coming up, and he hits the second one. And the Blue Jays have a 2-point lead with 8 minutes to go. Nelson on Carroll. That's a tough defensive assignment. There's a battle down low between Jackson and Brown. Carroll gets a pick, and that one rolls in. A nice screen and go, and he went baseline and tied this ball game up. We got a good one here in Hillsboro. And Shiggs gets it to go and draws the foul. That basket is good, and the foul's going to be on Moore. Strong athletic move, and Moore was, well, that should have been on Jackson, I think. They call it on Moore, but it looked like unless it got him early. At any rate, we got a timeout called by Ottawa. And it'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a break, and we'll be right back with more KCAC basketball action.
Create an estate plan that values what you value. The Biblical Estate Design Service from MB Foundation is a will planning service that brings your faith into the process of preparing a God-honoring estate plan. Many donors of Tabor College have used this service to create their plan and have chosen to leave a gift to the college, a gift that will have a lasting impact on future generations of Tabor students. Learn more at mbfoundation.com/Tabor and get started on your plan today.
MB Foundation, giving meaning to...
We are back, and we are going to go to the free throw line. Bobby Shanks is 2 for 2. Will try to complete a three-point play. Friends looking like they're about to finish off Avila. It's 80-64 with 2:21 to go. And the free throw is good. The Blue Jays have a 3-point lead. Last 7:35 is going to be very interesting. They're not watching his feet at all. You got the NBA feet going. Jackson gets it. He's got a nice spin move. Brown was there. Noah Brown drawing the Andre Jackson responsibility, and Andre wins that one. A little spin move and lay in. Beats Noah to the spot. He's got 14, I believe, now. Tabor has possession the other way. Brown over to Stewart. Long pass to Shanks. Shanks for three, no good. Andre Nelson picks up his 4th foul. Got a little push off there. That'll bring Carter in for Nelson with his 4th foul. You see, Mallory has good position. Yeah, Nelson just a little bit too much extension with that right arm. They'll let you battle for it, but as soon as you extend that arm, that's trouble. We are in the bonus for both teams, so that'll send Jackson Mallory to the line, shooting 1 and 1. He's an 86% free throw shooter, but remember, he was 0 for 3 and misses another one. 0 for 4. Really suspect for such a good free throw shooter. 1-point game. Blue Jays have the lead and the ball. 6:30 to go in the ball game. Carter with the floater, and he is fouled. I think they're going to get Mallory on this one. He just is a nice pull-up, and it's the body afterwards. And Carter will go to the line where he is a 90% free throw shooter. Nashon with 1 there, now 4 points on the ball game. That was the 2nd foul on Mallory. Ooh, Carter misses the 2nd. Write it down, folks. It's a rare sight. Barry Carroll there to catch that pass. There is more from the corner. Nope, that one is off the rim and off the backboard.
Hey, what do you hit?
Carter will bring it up. 2-point advantage. Every possession is going to be critical on both ends of the court. As we go under the 6-minute mark, and that pass a little lazy, and Moore takes it away. Here's Carroll on the rip away, and Carter's called for the foul, and Carroll hits the shot, so he's got a chance for a 3-point play, and that is the third foul on Nas. As Joe Johnson III will check back in for Ian Moore. Moore having a frustrating day from the field. Marcichek will check in for Emmanuel. So it's Shanks, Carter, Stewart, Brown, and Leon on the court for the Blue Jays. Carroll to give the Braves the lead. He hits the free throw, and it's back in Ottawa's favor, 62-61. Carroll wanted that one, but doesn't get it. Shanks moves the handle on it. Over to Stewart. 10 to shoot. Got Marcichek. He's going to drive, lay it up and in, lay it up and no good. Jackson with the rebound. He wanted to run. Thinks more wisely. McDowd manages to handle the ball without traveling. Gives it to Jackson, who hits. And we got the fourth foul on Nas Carter. It's just Jackson being quick and beating his man to the spot. Maybe he sold that a little bit, but he got the basket. And so he'll go to the line to try to complete this and give the Braves a 4-point lead. And he does. Miles Jeffries checked in for Montel Stewart. So Jeffries, Nelson with his 4 fouls, Marcichek, Brown, and Shanks on the court. Shanks mishandled it, went out of bounds. Bad couple of possessions here by the Blue Jays, and they're going to take a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. 5:07 left. It's Ottawa 65, Tabor 61. We'll be right back.
Panzer Chiropractic Clinic is a supporter of Tabor College and proud to treat our Tabor students and athletes. Panzer Chiropractic Clinic offers affordable chiropractic care for the entire family. We offer spinal adjustments and cold laser therapy, decompression and flexion distraction therapy, and are board certified in acupuncture as well as DOT certified. Come see us at 122 South Main Street in Hillsboro or call Panzer Chiropractic Clinic for an appointment today at 620-947-3157.
Welcome back. Coming out of the timeout. Blue Jays have had a bad stretch here the last minute or so, 2 minutes. Find themselves in the hole, 65-61. Friends did finish off Avila 84-64 to get that win. That moves Friends to 6-8 in the conference. Avila drops to 4-5. Looks like we are going to see a little, not really pressure, but Jeffries will pick up Mallory at the mid-court line. McDowd gives it to Carroll. Carroll will go right down the line, down the lane rather, and put it up and in over Noah Brown. And that's a 6-point ball game. Tabor's got to get some possessions here with points. Nelson didn't want the 3. Bad communication there. Marcichek, ball fake, up and in. 13 points for Leon. Here comes Ottawa back. Gotta have a stop. Oh my God! Sorry, it's gotten a little comical though as Perry Carroll scores again.
Lower base!
Ooh. Nelson up and in, nice pass from Leon Marcichek. Nelson converts back to a 4-point game, but quickly Carroll's back with it. Jackson's going to drive, put up the shot. It's up and in. 6 points again. Tabor just doesn't have an answer right now for the high energy of Andre Jackson and Perry Carroll. But there's a three. There's an answer on the offensive end. Liam Marcichek with 16 now. Cuts the lead in half. Now it's all about defense as Carroll strokes a three the other way. And it's back to 6. 3:18 on the clock and running. Perry Carroll and Andre Jackson almost single-handedly carrying this Ottawa team right now. Marcichek finds the baseline. Moves right past Jackson Mallory for 2. Here's Carroll down to the other end. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. It's going to be 2 shots. And we're in the double bonus, so it's going to be 2 shots. You just see there, he wanted the basket. Well, it was clearly before he went up. Shanks right there. Reaches down. That's foul number 2 on Bobby. Carroll hits again. He's been very good from the free throw line. Now 9 of 12. He's leading the way here. I believe that's 24 points now, 25 for Perry Carroll. And we got a 6-point ball game. Tabor's got to score with every possession, but they need to get some stops on the defensive end. Shanks, Marcichek in the corner, thought about the 3, head fake. And that one gets away, and it's going to be turned over. Now we've got a big stop is needed here. Inbounds to Jackson. It's to Mallory. To McDowd. They're going to use up some shot clock here. Jeffries. Carroll for 3. The man is on fire tonight. And it's a 9-point ball game. Brown over to Nelson to Check in the corner. Nelson with the rebound. That's number 6, but it gets turned over. Johnson pulls up. Oh, Shanks almost had the steal there from Mallory, but Carroll gonna shoot another 3. Why not? An Ottawa player has to get back on the bench, but Ottawa takes a full timeout after another 3 from Perry Carroll, who's just loading the team up on his shoulder and say, boys, I'll take you home. 82-70, 150 left. We'll take a short break and be back.
Since 1962, the Eitzen Agency has specialized in insurance for churches, colleges, and faith-based ministries. As an independent insurance agency representing Brotherhood Mutual and other fine companies, they can find the right policy for you at the best price. For more information, call the Eitzen Agency at 800-375-2553 or go online to EitzenAgency.com. That's EITZEN agency.com. The Eitzen Agency, proudly supporting Tabor College athletics for 3 generations.
We are back. 31 points for Perry Carroll. 8 down the stretch here. Make that 10 down the stretch here as he is, as I said, loaded up the team on his shoulders. And you got 19 from Jackson and 12 from Joe Johnson III. Johnson's are all 3-pointers, 4 of 6 rather from the field. But Perry Carroll, 9 of 13, 3 of 5 from 3-point range, 10 of 13 from free throw line. As that pass gets thrown away, here comes Perry Carroll. We'll see if why not? Oh, thought he was going to put that 3 up. He didn't. They don't need to right now. 1:30 to go. They need to run some clock here and milk that shot clock, which is at 15. Gives it to McDowd, who just changed his pivot foot, and they didn't call anything. Carroll goes to the basket for 33. He travels every time he gets the ball, and they have not called it on him once. 84-70. I don't mean to sound bitter. That's just Ottawa going to go the other way as that shot's missed, and Mallory will pull up. McDowd has it. I'm going to dribble it around a little bit. 10 to shoot. Carroll with Nelson on him. Screen from McDowd. Carroll's shot is blocked by Nelson. 33 seconds to go. Probably a foregone conclusion, but the Blue Jays can't even get that one to go. My goodness. Shot clock is off, and they're going to dribble this one out. Oh my goodness. Throws it over to Carroll. I didn't see Carroll there. I thought he was sailing that one into the student section. But they'll count it down, and the final score tonight is going to be Ottawa 84, Tabor 70. Valiant effort by the Blue Jays. But they're going to come up short to Ottawa. Ottawa, that's a big one. They're going to move into a tie for fourth now at 8-6 with Southwestern. Blue Jays will fall to 6-7. We'll have to see how that pans out. But that's our final. We'll be right back with some more highlights, final game stats, and more. You're watching Tabor College basketball on the Tabor College Sports Network.
There's a new vibe in town. Experience it with our crazy fast internet speeds from our fiber-backed network. Phew, finally, a broadband connection that can keep up with you. Need a customized solution to power your business with phone, internet, or managed services? Say hello to Vive. We're here to simplify your life with technology that works. See how at vivebroadband.com. That's VYVE broadband.com. It's time to turn your Vive on.
We're back, and Tabor takes one on the chin. A tough battle. They had it close for a while. Mark Emanuel had a really great game for the Blue Jays, finished with 11 points. Blue Jays really defended the rim for much of this ball game. As you see, Emanuel improving, as we mentioned, every game with his play inside. This was a nice little pass from Stewart on the fast break, one-handed flush. But especially the big men really did a nice job around the rim on fast breaks. Tabor did some really good things, some good hustle, but in the end, I think the Blue Jays just ran out of gas. The Ottawa offense just up-tempo. Leon Marcinchek, a really nice game coming off the bench, 16 points. 6 of 11 shooting, 4 of 7 from three-point range. Big difference in this one is going to come down to free throws. Tabor 6 of 11 from the free throw line, while Ottawa got to the free throw line 24 times and converted on 15 of those. So you see some more first half highlights. Stewart showed some good energy. Good moments for him. I believe he ended up with 11 points for Montel, 5 of 9 shooting. 1 of 2 at the line. Noah Brown, we'll have to check the final stats, but he had a handful of blocks. Hit that 3 right there. Noah finished with 7 points. Marschek again. One of his 4 3-pointers. Leon was feeling it there for a while. Made some nice moves to the basket. But ultimately it wasn't enough, and the big reason for that wore number 1 in the Ottawa jersey. Perry Carroll, 33 points, 10 of 15 from the field, including 3 of 6 behind the arc, 10 of 13. He got to the free throw line a lot, and he converted his free throws. 33 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Carroll, and it was constant energy. Constant energy for Perry Carroll. Leading this Ottawa team that just gets up and down the court in a blink of an eye. Andre Jackson had 19, and Joe Johnson III had 12 for the Braves. Marschek led the Blue Jays, while Emmanuel and Stewart each had 11 for Tabor. 7 points apiece for Noah Brown and Bobby Shanks. 4 for Nashon Carter, 3 for Miles Jeffries, 9 for Andre Nelson, along with 6 rebounds. Mark Emanuel Jr., 7 rebounds. Leading the way for Tabor, Noah Brown, 9 rebounds. Noah did a lot of big work there. Here we see the final statistics. 57% field goal shooting for Ottawa. That is tough to beat. Tough to beat. 30 of 58 for the Braves. That's even better than McPherson's 52% the other night. 39% behind the arc. They were 9 of 23. Blue Jays 8 of 21 behind the arc. 38%, which is not too shabby. 28 of 65 from the field. 43%. Free throws, the percentage doesn't speak volumes, but the numbers do, the sheer numbers. 24 times to the line for Ottawa, 11 for the Blue Jays. Rebounds, Tabor had the advantage. Turnovers, too many for Tabor, especially late in the ball game. That's what kind of sank the ship a little bit. Assists were relatively even. There we see Marschek with 16 points leading the Jays. Mallory with 6 rebounds to lead Ottawa. Noah Brown with 8 or maybe 9. We'll have to see what the final number looks like. Jeffries had 3 assists for Tabor leading the way, and Mallory had 4 assists for Ottawa to lead the way there. Well, that's the story of tonight. 84-70 is the final in favor of Ottawa. Tabor will go back out on the road coming up. We could check that. They will have games on Monday the 1st, and then Thursday the 4th, Saturday the 6th, all on the road at St. Mary, at Friends, and at Southwestern next week. So a busy road on the road next week. So I will not get to enjoy time with you until a week from now. But until then, I'm Nate Duell. We thank you for spending time with us this evening. We'll see you next time on Tabor College Sports Network.